boy Kenny,
And your girl Samantha.
and we are back with another banger. I'm talking about banger. Go there, about our first go to get a video real quick. What we doing today, sweetheart?
We got Bronx drill.
Yes.
Lyrics that really happen. And they're gonna, it's like basically Sevside versus YGs and versus
But the OGs, you know what I'm saying? We going back to the Bronx. You feel what I'm talking about?
So we gonna listen to the lyrics, and these lyrics actually happen.
And we finna find out which really rappers stepping like they say they really stepping like that. You know what I'm saying?
Who didn't told on themselves? That's nasty.
But maybe finna go on, get into it. Stop playing with me. Come on, baby. Baby. 1, 2, 3.
The Chicago drill wave has spread all over the U.S. and has now made its way to the Bronx.
Don't hit me
Just
on
like
my head.
Chirac, Bronx rappers talk about real life situations going down in the streets in their music.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some Bronx drill lyrics that really happened. It's a whole lot of ops I can smoke, but I'd rather smoke Delilah. Sha E.K., D&D. Sha E.K. is a Bronx rapper from the OG.
Yeah.
He's known for songs like RPTK, Call Me a Rapper, and Jiggy Man This, Jiggy Man That.
Yeah.
He started rapping in 2020 and has dropped 2 albums, Jiggy on Jiggy and Get Jiggy or Die Trying.
Dang.
In this bar, Sha E.K. is taking shots at rapper DThang by dissing one of his dead homies. DThang is from the YGs, who are known to beef with the OGs. Just like the GDs and BDs from Chicago, the OGs and YGs used to be part of the same gang. But one of the YG's leaders double-crossed some other high-ranking members, so they split and formed their own gang, the OGs, and the two gangs been beefing ever since. Also, like Chicago drill, rappers from the Bronx rap about smoking dead ops to disrespect their enemies.
Yeah.
In this bar, Shaw is talking about a girl named Delilah, who was a close friend of DThang and was killed back in March. Delilah was shot in the head in an abandoned apartment on Hull Ave in the Norwood neighborhood, about 10 blocks from where she grew up. Witnesses said after the shooting, a gun was tossed out of the window and several people, all believed to be blood members, exited the building. Police got there just after 10 p.m. and rushed Delilah to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. The cops said the apartment building near East Gun Hill Road was a spot where gang members hung out. Delilah wasn't affiliated with any gangs, but she knew several members, including DThang. Police arrested multiple people who were inside the building and brought them in for questioning, but the killer's still on the run. So in this bar, Sha E.K. is dissing the op by taking shots at one of his dead friends. But the YGs ain't just take the disrespect and got even in both the streets and the booth. Jiggy Man got shot and he should have died. Wedgie Man. In this bar, DThang sending shots back at Sha E.K. One of Sha E.K.'s nicknames is Jiggy Man. One of his most popular songs is called Jiggy Man This, Jiggy Man That, and both his albums refer to his nickname. So, in this bar, DThang suggests Sha E.K. got shot for his constant dissing. Word on the streets is he got shot in 2020 by a female YG member.
Damn.
Sha E.K. basically confirms this in the interview when the interviewer brings up the shooting and asks him whether or not it's true. Sha E.K. don't confirm or deny it, but just shakes his head and smiles, telling her, if you know, you know.
Okay, cool. So, it was, I don't know, it was a rumor saying that you got shot. Is that true?
You know, we know.
She asks him if getting shot makes him want to stop making diss tracks, and he just shakes his head and tells her that it motivated him.
Wouldn't that make you want to stop doing all of this tracks, being that, you know?
I got shot.
Yeah, you don't want to put yourself at the risk no more.
That shit motivated me. That shit.
Motivated.
That's why I get my aggressiveness from it.
I mean, in a way, it can kind of like, it can go both ways, because it's like, if you got shot, it's like, oh, okay, I'm still living, so I got to turn up a little bit. You see what I'm saying? You good, boo? You choking? What's wrong? What's wrong, boo?
I'm joking.
You good? Come on now. Get it
The
right.
actual title of the track, Wedgie Man, is also dissing Sha E.K., who went viral after one of his homies gave him a wedgie while hanging out on the block. After that, his ops started calling him Wedgie Man instead of Jiggy Man.
Color Man, Wedgie Man. Dang.
To her the street cred. Later in the song, DThang raps, Wedgie Man this, Wedgie Man that. Please stop mentioning my name in y'all tracks. Referencing Sha E.K.'s most popular song. But Sha E.K. ain't the only member from the OGs to get dissed. This next rapper dropped bars about an OG member who got stomped to death back in 2012, as well as a friend of Lil TJ who got stabbed 14 times over a bike sale. Noah got stomped like Smelly got poked. Use G's, Warzone. Use G's is a rapper from the YGs. In this bar, he drops disses back to back about 2 dead ops, Noah and Smelly. On April 16, 2012, an OG affiliate named Moises Laura, aka Noah, was beaten to death outside the Melrose housing project. Witnesses say a group of YG members got drunk and started arguing about who was the biggest savage in the gang. They couldn't agree on who put in the most work, so to find out, they decided to head over to the OG's territory. When they got there, they saw 16-year-old Noah Balla and attacked him. He was surrounded by a group and badly beaten up in front of a crowd of like 15 to 20 people. Noah suffered from blunt impact injuries to the head and neck, was rushed to the hospital, but later pronounced dead. Noah was well loved in the neighborhood, and many said he was a good kid who just ran with the wrong crowd. His brutal death was a shock to the neighborhood and intensified the beef between the OGs and the YGs. A 23-year-old YG member named William Bracey, aka Rail, was later sentenced to 33 years in prison for Noah's death. Noah ain't the only person who used G's diss. He also took shots at Smelly, one of Lil TJ's close friends. As Merlin Toribio, aka Smelly, and Lil TJ grew up together on Ryer Avenue in the Fort
Lil TJ?
Lil TJ, yeah.
Damn neighborhood of the Bronx. On August 14, 2016, Smelly sold a dirt bike to a man named Hector Sanchez. Smelly offered to sell Sanchez the bike for $80, even though it was easily worth $300. Sanchez agreed to buy the bike and paid him the $80. But about 10 minutes later, Smelly came back with a large group and demanded back the bike. When Sanchez refused, a fight broke out and Smelly punched him multiple times. Sanchez pulled out a knife and stabbed Smelly 14 times in the chest. He was rushed to St. Barnabas Hospital, but already lost too much blood and died from his injuries. After that, Lil TJ's homies started going by the name Smelly Gang, and the rapper carried on his friend's legacy by shouting them out in several songs. But if you thought that was crazy, this next rapper dissed his op after he saw him in public and wasn't ready for action. Rah, he saw me, he ain't let it clap. K-Flock, what y'all wanna do? K-Flock is arguably the biggest buzzing Bronx drill rapper at the moment. He racked up millions of views on tracks like Being Honest and Is You Ready? He also scored a feature from G Herbo on the Being Honest remix and was featured on a song with Lil TJ called Not in the Mood with Fabio Foreign. So K-Flock is on his way to doing big things in the industry if he can stay out of trouble. But just because he's blowing up, don't mean that he's above sending shots at the ops and his music. K-Flock is from a gang called Sevside, who are known to beef with the YGs. In this bar, he's taking shots at YG member named Rajiz. K-Flock and Rajiz were known to beef on IG Live. But K-Flock says they ran into each other in public, and Ra ain't want the smoke. Not long after the alleged incident, Rajiz went on live and told K-Flock to pull up, claiming he never saw him and that he was ready for whatever. Sadly, Rajiz got killed just a few weeks later while getting into an Uber. July 11, 2021, the rapper was on his way to the studio when 2 men on scooters pulled up and started letting off shots. The whole thing was captured on his Uber driver's dash cam, and the footage quickly went viral on social media. Just a few hours earlier, a 13-year-old member of the Rolling 80s Crips named Jerry Elliott was murdered in the Belmont neighborhood. Rajiz has supposedly made fun of Jerry on social media, and the payback was immediate. You ran on Woolati Get Back. K-Flock, War. In this bar, he raps about YG member Woolati, who got killed in 2020. Woolati grew up in the Mott Haven houses, one of the wildest projects in the Bronx. He was a well-respected member of the YGs and DThang's right-hand man. On April 7, 2020, Woolati and a few other YG members were walking through the Sugar Hill neighborhood in Harlem. They were spotted by ops who was ready for war. Around 1 a.m. in the area around 151st Street and St. Nicholas Ave, a black rental car pulled up and like 8 dudes hopped out the whip with broomsticks and butcher knives. The YGs tried to run away, but Woolati tripped and fell. He got caught by the mob and beaten with a metal trash can and stabbed to death, all while the other YG members just ran off.
That's wrong.
In this bar, K-Flock is getting at them for running away and leaving a man defend for himself. K-Flock also disses Woolati on the track, What Y'all Wanna Do. Ran and he tripped out his shoes. Spin through the hill like What Y'all Wanna Do. So it seems like the YGs were looking for problems and found what they was after. But they probably ain't think they ops would slide with butcher knives and broomsticks. Woolati's death was a loss for the YGs, and after that, a few members pulled up to Cortland to let it be known they was out for blood. Not long after Woolati's death, one of his ops, Ty Benji, went online to celebrate. Ty ended up getting chipped just a few months later, and many think it was payback for him dissing Woolati. The Bronx has always been a wild place, but the drill scene is exposing fans to what's really going on in the city. Hopefully, now that the music is starting to blow up, they can put the past behind them and focus on building a legit music career. But with so much bloodshed on both sides, it's hard to see that in sight.
Dang.
There ain't no going back.
It ain't no going back. When enough bloodshed, it ain't no turning back around. That's crazy. Dang, bruh. And them dudes young too.
13. One was 13 from the Rolling 80s script. They be 16. There's a story about that Noah kid, the 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Like explaining what, because they're saying he's a good kid and stuff.
Yeah. But dang, my thing is, like, I get, okay, a lot of them, their dad might not be there, but at 13, their mama go whoop their butt. I guess you can't control them at 13.
Not that you can't.
They might be bigger than the mom at that point. The mom.
They probably just, the mom might not, you know.
Yeah, she might be.
Might
busy.
have to be doing what she
Working
got to do
and all
to
that,
provide
yeah.
for the family.
Yeah, she can't really watch over them like that.
So
dang.
They got too much free time on their hands.
But I mean, even when she get home, she still, you know, she still don't whoop nothing.
And what do you think they gonna do?
They gonna laugh if she whoop them, like just giggle.
I wish my son would laugh.
Huh?
Get up.
You gonna whoop them, boo? What you gonna hit them? Ooh, what are they? A cord or extension cord? Them hurt right there, all switch.
You didn't get hit that extension cord, no switch.
A branch. I got hit with a
I'm
tree
about to call
branch.
your mom.
I got hit with heels and tree branches.
Heels.
Heels.
God dang.
Yeah, and tree branches. Well, but let me not say that. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So our mama don't get, you know, in trouble or nothing. What you to do me?
In trouble with who?
With the police and that.
Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big
fat thumbs up.
Comment down below, give us your thoughts. I think it explained a lot of it.
It did. It broke it down.
And it gave us more people, like who, what, why, when, where, what.
How, you, Baba, Booja.
We love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And we'll be back with more videos.
Peace.